Hi, welcome to how to put on a rubber oar stopper onto a new oar. Now, I've got a new Cataract oar here. This works with the NRS oars. It works with Carlisle oars. But if you look right here, this doesn't fit that well. There's no, I spent some time trying to figure out how to do this, and yeah, just trying to stretch and squeeze that, it's hard. So I came up with watching YouTube, and on YouTube there's a video of a guy, very helpful, who had it hooked up to his deck, and he had things pulling, he had straps pulling this apart. And I opted for something a little bit easier and smaller. I got a 2x4x8, just a standard framing 2x4. I cut it. This one is 14 inches or 13 by 15. You could do a square one if you wanted to. But I have this set up, probably over-engineered, so that any compression that happens isn't gonna push it in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, and so I have this frame, I've got this, I've got 5 2-foot straps. You don't have to use 2-foot straps. I just happen to have those. So I use them that way. And so what I do is I thread this through like this, just to start. And I take another one, and I put the buckle through, like that, and then snug this up just for that very first one. I'm going to leave this a little bit loose to begin with, and I'm going to come up to next one here. Actually, I'm going to thread it in like this instead of feeding it through, but again, I'm pulling out, all of them are pulling out into the same direction, general direction. And then I've got this one right here. I'm pulling through. And there have been times, I've done this with a couple other oars already, where I just kept it down here, down at the bottom, and it doesn't quite work as well. You get more of a oval pull on things. So what I'm going to try and do with this one is set my strap up, set the straps so they're mostly in the middle. So it starts off as much in the middle as I can. And I'm going to try and get a nice gentle pull to snug it up. And I'm trying to keep the buckles mostly so that when this cinches up and it gets harder to pull, that I have more to pull. So here I'm starting mostly right in the middle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start pulling. And the oval pulls out just a little bit and gets a little lopsided. So I try to manage that just a little bit to keep it so it's still mostly square. But now I've actually made it much bigger and much easier for me to get the oar through. So I have that there. I am going to just run my oar through. It's a little bit tighter there, at which point in time I can go like this. And now I've got the oar on. I can release the buckles. Remove the frame. And it gets a little hard to pull them off. So what I do is just grab another strap so I can get a better grip on it. And pull it through. Right there. And the final one. There you have it. It's on, nice and snug. And all I did was spend money on one framing 2x4, which it's not very much. Okay. There you go. Thank you for watching.